This is a book, or at least it was supposed to be. After years went by, I realized that maybe this story was never meant to be a book at all. Over the past 6 months, I've been on a mission to resurrect a world that had only existed in doodles and dusty pages. I'm turning my failed book into the best Minecraft map of all time. I've been sacrificing sleep, social interaction, and probably a healthy dose of my sanity, but I've never felt more alive. And today, we're kicking it up a notch. Each video, I choose one of these seemingly insignificant dots and breathe life into it. We're talking epic builds, complete with jaw-dropping interiors, and Lord, that would make even Tolkien pee his pants. The past cities have been good, but it's time to make one that's great. This is Minecraft on steroids, my friends, and trust me when I say we're about to push the boundaries of what's possible, and probably make my therapist question their career choices. I'm so pumped for this area because it's probably in my favorite part of the map, Dracoskia, aka the Island Wilderness. The city we're building today is the birthplace of my protagonist. He didn't grow up here, but I've covered why in another video. If you want to see why, go watch this one after you're done here. I already built the terrain in a previous video with my friend Dafty, so I can just launch straight into the build. While it is a relief that I don't have to make the terrain, I'm constantly dodging and weaving around obstacles, trying not to mess anything up. It's like performing surgery, but the stakes are way higher because we're talking about blocks here. This keeps becoming more and more of a problem. I think I'm gonna have to just take out this whole top chunk and figure out a way to paste it back in later. I'm envisioning a huge castle on these cliffs with a bustling village below. And I can already hear you rolling your eyes. Really, Shovel? A big castle and a village? Super original. What's next, a dirt hut? And to that I say, don't tempt me. I'd make the most epic dirt hut. Yeah, finding a unique castle is pretty much as likely as finding a needle in a haystack, but rest assured, this isn't gonna be any run-of-the-mill fortress. These cliffs, they go all the way up to height limit, almost 400 blocks. The build's gonna be going from here to here. We're gonna be using every block we possibly can to make the biggest, baddest Minecraft castle humanly possible. Building so close to the build limit could possibly pose a problem, but we'll probably be fine. Future problem for future me. The entire city is divided into two sections, the castle above and the village below. The village is where you're gonna find the Zephyr, the original dragon tamers. They possess an ancient bond with the arcane beasts. More recently, another group appeared up in the cliffs and built a gigantic castle, but it's not any ordinary palace, it's a college. Each country within the map has a flagship form of magic, and this country's specialty is taming. Brethra University is the best dragon taming institution in the world. I've got a rough idea for this structure, but not enough to really go off of. This area is gonna have so much in it that I need to be really strategic on the placement. I've spent the past few hours just frantically running around hoping something magically clicks. A year ago, I would have just pulled an all-nighter and painfully figured it out, but I've grown up since then. I'm gonna take the mature route and practice some fundamental relaxation techniques to recharge my brain. Number 1, listen to calming music. Number 2, practice positive self-talk. Who needs affirmations when you can drown out self-doubt with sheer volume? Number 3, re-energize overnight. AI is a great tool to help get inspired. This one generates a ton of awesome reference images. After a few hundred prompts, I finally found one that I really liked. Having a reference is a huge help. Now, instead of mashing my head against a creative roadblock, whenever I hit a snag, I can just look back at the picture. I'm actually starting to get things done now. As I built higher and higher, I felt like I was unstoppable. It was all going great until... shoot. Build limit. Shut up, stupid past me. What a jerk. You might be thinking, this might be a bit overkill. I'm not blind, this is definitely a huge castle, but there's a lot of things that we gotta fit in. Dozens of classrooms, dorms, arenas, a feasting hall, the whole 9 yards. We need room to work. But this build limit's gonna be a problem. Josh! Thankfully, my server dev Josh swooped in like a superhero and found me a workaround. A resource pack that extends the height limit from 319 to 1024. The sky is not even the limit now.
Well, you gotta be careful. It's not always the most stable thing.
Oh, damn it.
Don't fly too fast,
I'm never gonna die. Woo!
You lose privileges.
Aw, man. Well, that's a huge setback. The increased height just kept crashing our server. We'd have to do an entire overhaul to get it to work, and I think I put Josh through enough today. Poor guy deserves a medal for dealing with me. It's really frustrating though. I spent the whole afternoon building this big spiky tower, and now I just had to chuck it in the garbage. What a waste of an afternoon. This build just kept having more and more obstacles. I didn't know what to do.
Shovel.
Smog? What are you doing in the sky?
Oh, I just thought we could do like a Lion King thing.
Why? It just sounds like a lot of unnecessary editing.
Oh, come on, man. This is way more fun.
Remember who you are.
Alright, now you're just straight up copying the script.
Ugh, you are taking all the fun out of this. Have your stupid epiphany already.
No, that'll take me hours to edit. I'm not doing it.
Yes, you will.
I hate it when he's right. There's a way around this. I just haven't found it yet. Okay, the pointed roofs are a no-go, which really sucks. I reformatted the top of the castle to have more of a flat, brutalist style roof, and then finished up the rest of the shaping. It looks alright, but the whole point of this project is to make the vision come to life. This isn't exactly what I had in mind for this area. I guess that's one of the drawbacks to making all of this in Minecraft. But I think I have a solution. I built in 3 stages. I wanted the castle to be very ominous and powerful, and my first strategy was to do that with the shaping, with the pointed roofs, but the height limit makes it so we can't do that. Luckily, there are 2 more opportunities to accomplish the vision. If I can't do it in shaping, I'll do it in the texturing and the detail. Alright, the stencil's done. Now it's time to paint it. This might be an unexpected color choice for the environment, but I've got a reason for it. This valley's got the village and the university, and each house a different group of people. The Zephyr, down in the village, were here first, but the university came in a few centuries ago and caused a lot of friction with the native folk. The university cast an intimidating shadow over the village. To capture that tension and darkness, the colors need to reflect the mood. Hey, that actually looks pretty good. We might not need the increased height after all. But now it's time for the real test, the decoration style. And the perfect style for this? Gothic. Huge shout out to Gabriel for giving me the idea. Only issue is, I've never built in that style before, and it's notorious for being one of the most difficult types of building. I think I should bring in an expert.
Hi.
This is Vahaan. In terms of detail, they're the gold standard of Minecraft builders. Teach me about cathedrals.
Strap in, pal. Okay, so this is a nave, this is a buttress, this is a flying buttress, this is an ambulatory, rose window, this is a cupola. Ooh, and here's a pendentive dome, and here's a quatrefoil, groin vault, belfry. Alright, did you get all that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you just want me to help you?
Yes, please. Having Vahaan on board was a huge relief. While they made headway on the initial designs, I started on more of the grunt work of the detailing. Lining out the ledges, cleaning up the arches, just general menial work. But Vahaan was a titan. They were using blocks that I never thought of.
You can use the pumpkin stem block for a perfect little arch detail.
Oh. Now, I've built a lot, and I'm pretty confident in my abilities. Normally, I can look at a build and instinctively know what needs to be done, where to do it, and when. But this style is so intricate that I felt lost without Vahaan. I didn't want to screw anything up. A single misplaced block could send ripples throughout the entire structure.
I use a tool called the debug stick. It's like a magic wand that allows you to fine-tune every detail, to have precision shaping by using blocks in traditionally illegal places.
I've used the debug stick before, but I never really go crazy with it. It's really fragile. One wrong block and things just start to explode. But Vahaan was dragging my sorry butt through the bulk of the detailing. I hate feeling like deadweight in any scenario, but this was my project. That has gotta change. Looks like I'm gonna need some more practice.
Dude, what are you doing?
It's a training montage.
Ugh.
After 3 full days of detailing and instruction, I started to see a glimmer of improvement. Let's not get too carried away here. I was nowhere near Vahaan's level of skill, but I managed to get to a point where I didn't think I was screwing anything up. At the end of day 7, the castle was a polished gem, a masterpiece. Definitely the best thing I've ever done in Minecraft. My jaw still hangs when I look at it. Nice work. I'm completely blown away.
It's okay, I guess.
What's up? You sound kind of down.
I kinda wanna build some more, though.
You want to build more? For free?
Hold on, getting paid was an option?
I mean, if it means that much to you, I'm sure I can move things around.
Great. What's next?
Wait, hold on.
Interior? 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 Interior?
I don't want to edit another intro.
Sorry, guys. I gotta go.
What? You can't just leave in the middle of a game.
Oh, yeah?
What's going on?
You said the word.
Did someone say interiors?
Not just any interiors, Dragon Castle interiors.
Ooh.
This is the list.
Dragon genetics lab, anatomy of aerial reptiles.
Whoa.
This sounds amazing. I'll start right now.
I call the genetics lab.
Hey, no, I get to choose first.
What? No fair.
Is so.
Okay, hold up. Before you two yahoos tear the build apart, let me do a few things first. Having 3 people working in the same area can be a little hazardous. We spent so long doing the detailing. It'd be a huge setback if anything broke. But I have an idea. I'm gonna copy these floor plans from the main build, then we can build them safely and fairly. I'll even divvy them up into different rooms so that those two aren't bickering over who gets what. Alright, here you go. Go for it. I'm gonna go start on the village while you two duke it out.
Actually, I think I want to go build a temple.
Wait, what?
See a butt munch.
Great. Guess it's just me then. Oh, God. That's a big build right there. I know Shovel doesn't exactly do small, but these would be by far the most interiors I've ever done in a single project. This castle is massive on the inside too, and all that space is up to me to fill. This whole thing was my playground. Time to really get to work. This is the most important room in the entire build. Here is where the students prove they have what it takes to be dragon riders. Flight training, combat displays, and aerial maneuvers fill this hall with flashes of wings and fire. It's divided into 4 sections, allowing the juvenile dragons and their young riders to practice out of the way of their more experienced fellows. Stands allow for professors to observe and give orders, or for the whole school to gather and watch fiery displays.
Although we spent a full week on the castle, it's only about half of what's going into this area. We still have a full village to build, along with Vahaan's temple, which are just as important as the centerpiece. Although there's a lot to do, this is the fun part. We can actually start turning it from a Minecraft build into my book's world. I think I'm going to adapt some of the houses I've made in the past. They've just been sitting around for months. I think it's time that they got some use as a home for the Zephyr people.
This land was originally settled by the Zephyr, which had a long religious history and a culture centered around raising dragons. With this in mind, I had to build a cathedral.
The Arcane Cliffs were a religious symbol for the Zephyr people, so they always lived in the valleys below. The Zephyr held the runes as sacred sigils, and only a select few were allowed up on the peaks. And at the top lied the Arcanum Nest, a sacred spot where the most powerful of the dragons would nest. This nest would draw in magical power and use it to incubate the eggs, producing a larger and more powerful breed of dragons. And thank you, Phaedro, for the idea. If you have any other ideas, feel free to comment below. I might use them in the next video. For centuries before the university existed, the Zephyr lived symbiotically with dragons. These braziers that I'm dotting around are filled with dragon eggs. Each resident would be charged with caring for a dragon, and in turn, the dragons would protect and provide for the humans. Perfect harmony. But dynasties like these don't last forever. Inevitably, word got out about the Zephyr. Once it did, it was only a matter of time until the day they were invaded. The Zephyr were a peaceful people and would not resort to violence. The dragons followed their lead. Peacefully, the invasion ended, but the Zephyr and their dragons were under new leadership, an army of inquisitors called the Alphas. The Zephyr were still allowed to stay in their homeland in return for doing what they did best, raising young dragons. Only now, those dragons were trained for war.
Woo! Dragon school!
Chilly, they're the bad guys.
I mean, oh no, poor village. This would hardly be an awesome dragon school without classrooms. This class is Dragon Anatomy and Physiology. An essential part of being a dragon rider is understanding how dragons work. A dragon skeleton hangs from the ceiling as an anatomical reference. Along the back wall, the wing bones are displayed. Charts and diagrams cover the remaining walls, giving plenty of research material for the students. The school isn't just focused on how dragons work. Dragon medicine and care teaches students the art of healing. The balcony at the front of the room allows access to a large dragon's head or back for applying treatments and bandages. The cage in the back can house a sick or injured patient. Lining the walls are medicine cabinets, filled with all sorts of salves and tinctures. Brethra University boasts 2 navigation classes, one for the day, navigating by maps and landmarks, and one for night. Here students learn to fly by the stars. They study constellations and the planetary movements to determine their route. These lessons ensure darkness will never ground a dragon rider.
That only scratches the surface of the classrooms. We have like 9 more, but if I included all of them, this video would be an hour long. If you want to check this out for yourself, the world download is available on Patreon. I always wanted this to be a challenge, but this might be too much. I was still tied down finishing up the village, Achilles was overwhelmed with interiors, and Vahaan was off studying for final exams. Think we might need to call in the cavalry.
Yup.
This is the bakery. We're a group of creators that built together on our own server, so they're gonna come help me out on this one. If you wanna join our Discord or plot server, the links are in the description. Alright bakers, you each get one of these dorm rooms. Decorate however you like. Rale was nice enough to lend us some of his furniture to use, and Achilles donated their lighting designs.
Whoa, these are awesome. Is there a tutorial?
There is! All 57! It's on my channel, go watch and subscribe!
With the baker's help, the dorms quickly filled up as I finished the rest of the village. It was looking great, except for one problem. There's this huge empty space right here in the center. At first I didn't want to ruin the view, but I think leaving it vacant just ruins the immersion. This is gonna take a lot more work.
Shovel!
Oh, hey Gray.
I made this for you.
Oh, hey, that actually works perfectly. Thanks, Gray.
No problemo, big guy.
I love that guy. There we go. That spot looks a lot better after being filled. Looks like Achilles is making some good progress too.
The feasting hall hosts all meals in the university, so students and professors alike are well fed throughout a hard day of teaching and learning. Tables are piled high with food, and the university's dragon crest is displayed proudly around. At the castle's very top lies the headmistress's office. She makes sure the school runs smoothly, which is always a challenge when dragons are in the mix. Her workspace, living quarters, and display cases of rare artifacts are all found here. The library is where students go to finish homework, write papers, and study for their exams. Brethra's collection of dragon literature is unmatched in all the world. Tables nestled among the shelves provide workspace, and the rising ceilings seem to hold the dragon's secrets like a whisper. That's all the main rooms done. Now I just need to finish the lecture halls, build the armory, make the dungeons. Oh god.
Shovel?
Oh, hey Rale, what's up?
Well, here, let me show you. Follow me.
Alright. Oh wow, you did these?
Yeah, I did the admin apartments, yeah?
Dude, thank you. This helps so much.
No problem, eh?
And show me around.
A kitchen, of course. Study rooms, dragon eggs, books. They all need a grand bedroom. Every teacher needs their own egg.
Do they name the eggs? What's this one's name?
This one's name, Davdi. This one is Davdi Jr. I like the egg more than Davdi, but yeah. A little fireplace, you can put eggs in there. You can even cook
the Davdi egg. I think it's delicious.
In a couple days, I had finished the town entirely. I was ecstatic. We were gonna get it done tomorrow. The only thing left were some interiors and then the temple. It looked like it still needed a good amount of work, but I have complete faith in Vahaan. They would totally get it done on time.
There's no way I'm doing this on time. Time to go grab a coffee and pull an all-nighter. Halfway through my grind, the night I had to finish this thing, my Wi-Fi went out. It wouldn't come back on for another few hours. Thankfully, I'm always prepared and managed to bring the build onto a single-player world to finish it, so I had to work quicker than I had ever worked in my life. All was ready. It's not my best work, but at least I'm happy with it.
It was time. We could finally step back and see the finished build. As I took a step back and surveyed our creation, a wave of relief just washed over me. I originally wanted to get this done in a week or two, but this build took an entire month. But it was totally worth it, and the only way it was possible was because of my friends. Pretty sure I almost killed Vahaan and Chili with this, but they really pulled through. Make sure you go follow them, and thanks for watching.